Welcome to the O'Connor Elder Law channel. I'm your host, Melissa O'Connor. I'm a Florida-based elder law attorney who does estate planning focused on long-term care needs, commonly referred to as Medicaid planning, and I do probate, and I do it well. Today I wanted to talk to you about the importance of putting in place an estate plan in the state in which you live, and the importance of being very clear as to your state of residency, particularly if you are a snowbird. But before I do, I wanted to invite you to schedule a free strategy session with me at eldermeeting.com. So here in South Florida and in Florida in general, we have many folks who are snowbirds. They spend part of the year here in the warm, sunny weather, while up north it's all cold and bitter. And then when it gets too hot here, they go back up north during our summers, and so they are what we consider snowbirds. And many times, these same folks sometimes struggle to be clear as to where their residency is. A real indicator is where do you vote and where's your driver's license. Many times that's up north. These folks will keep their driver's license and their voting records and everything up north. But as they age, they tend to spend more and more time down here in Florida and less time up north. And they get settled in with doctors and all sorts of things. And at that juncture, many people would want to consider changing their residency because now they want to maybe claim homestead status on their house here in Florida. And you would want to update your documents as well, your trust, your healthcare surrogate, your power of attorney, all of those documents, and make it clear that you're a Florida resident. Why this could be important is because if you do not have documents in place at all, or you have very old documents from 20 years ago, you have this snowbird relationship, and you may have adult children that are living up north, and you are now down here. And this is particularly true with blended families. So you may be down here with your new spouse or partner, and your children from your first marriage are up north. If you start to decline, or your spouse starts to decline cognitively, many times families will have a fight, for lack of a better word, disagreements as to where this person who's suffering cognitive impairment should be residing. Where should be their permanent residence? Should they be staying down here in Florida and getting treatment here, even though that's away from their adult children that are up north? Or should they be returned up north and be closer to their adult children who want to be part of the care for them? And really, that's a family decision, and it's a personal decision. And if you are the person who knows where you want to be, it's really important that you put in place your plan and make it clear to everybody where you want to be. So if you really do see your retirement years being more in sunny Florida and receiving care here in many of our adult communities that we have, and being up north might be closer to your family, but these same family members work and have small children, and really their plan is for you to go into a memory care or assisted living down the street from them, and that's not your plan at all. You don't want to be in that type of setting. Maybe you want to try to stay home as long as possible. You want to be engaged with peers in the community. And so it's really important that you put in place your plan and you make it very clear where's your residency, so that way if people are starting to petition for guardianship as part of their fight over you, that we know if you're a Florida resident, or are you a resident of New York or Michigan or Pennsylvania or someplace else. That would be an important factor when we're petitioning. Where are you a resident of? Should this be a Florida case or should this be a northern case? Also, your documents, your power of attorney, your healthcare surrogate, your trust, that would indicate to the court what your wishes are. Who do you want to be in charge of your decision making? And are those people the people that you live with down here in Florida, like your spouse, your partner, or are they different people? So that's why it's really important to make sure everybody knows what your plan is and be very clear with it. And don't be wishy-washy. Think of what you want and then just tell folks, they'll deal with it. And so I just really wanted to take this time to encourage people to make sure that you put in place a plan, particularly if you have any sort of diagnosis of early stages of cognitive decline. That's really when you want to put your plan in place. And particularly if you are a person who is like a snowbird and travels up north and down south, you want to start to think about permanency as to where you would want to be when you're no longer able to travel. If this information has been helpful, I ask that you like and share with others. And as always, I thank you for joining me.